it's been my experience out here that the best organizations, the most successful organizations, the cream of the crop organizations are by definition the most elite. And what do they all have in common? Well, they execute their daily duties, their jobs at the highest standards. That's what they do. They live way up here instead of down here, kind of like being in the Rangers. And my experiences in the military, certainly the Army's got standards, and then there's the special operations world, got higher standards. So what does it take to be up here? Well, a million ideas and a million theories, but I've come up with this, very simple. I like to distill it down to the you and me level that we can think and digest and kind of listen on Friday and put into work on Monday. And the first thing I will tell you is that we need men and women of action. You heard it a million times. Take action. How'd you get through that battle? How'd you get through that tough time? Well, I took action. Well, what does that mean? I think it's really this simple, but really important because it's critical for future success. Every single one of our teammates must be a man or woman of action, which means they must be capable of acting independently. They got to be able to do things on their own. There might not be time for reinforcements to come. They can't get to you. You're going to have to fight this fight on your own with my blessings. My responsibility as a leader to make sure that you're capable of doing it. So you act independently. The second thing is you got to act organically. We need teammates that are authentic. They're best in class, best in show. Everything that they do really, really well because it's, intrinsic to their being. It's in their DNA. We can't overpromise and underdeliver. We have to be able to do what we say we're going to do really, really well. And they have to act now. They have to be decisive. We need people that aren't going to hem and haw and constantly, paralysis by analysis and all the other buzzwords. We need people that can go out, survey the situation, make a good decision. And if they know they got to go back and talk to the boss, they'll do that later on. But right now, we need people at the tip of the spear that can do it. That's what being a lead is. That's like being a ranger, being a SEAL, all these other things. So act independently, act organically, act now. If you do that, you will be, by definition, traveling up here in the elite world. And that's where we all want to be.